one eye closed and known that. You're such an idiot.
All right. Time for Drawing a Blank. You two, get along. Talking Carson Wentz after Colts head coach Frank Reich revealed yesterday Wentz has not one, two ankle sprains. Sprained both ankles in Sunday's game against the Rams. Reich said that his status is still up in the air. Wentz has dealt with injuries 6 of the last 7 seasons, going back to his senior year at North Dakota. I mean, take in the list, find a body part he hasn't injured. Chris Broussard, Carson Wentz's injury should have Colts fans feeling blank. Let's just put that on the same line. Foot and ankles.
Yeah, as you said, Janice, injuries, not injury. And they should be feeling deja vu. Deja vu for 2 reasons. One, Wentz has been running for his life ever since the season started. He's been sacked 6 times. He's been hit 21 times. And they have got to do a better job of protecting him if they want to give him a chance of getting through the regular season. We remember the last quarterback they had that took shots. All right, that was Andrew Luck. And his career was cut short because he took so many hits behind that sorry offensive line in Indianapolis that he had to end his career after 6 years. Now, this offensive line is pretty good, but it's banged up, and they haven't been able to protect Wentz. And he is on pace to be sacked 10 more times than Andrew Luck ever was in a season. So I said they got to give him a chance to stay healthy, Nick. That leads me to my second point. This is just Carson Wentz. All right, deja vu. Yes. This is just Carson Wentz. You saw the list of injuries. It dates back to even high school. They found injuries at college that dated back to high school. And so he's been in Indianapolis a few months and already had 3 injuries. The foot injury, then the 2 ankle injuries. When he comes back from these ankle injuries, I hate to say it, it disappoints me. It's sad, but it's probably going to be we're just waiting for the next injury in a few weeks.
Of course.
This is deja vu, unfortunately, for them because Carson Wentz can't stay healthy.
Yeah. And it's why, while you mock my Atlanta Falcons playoff pick, they're still alive, by the way, it's why some of us thought picking the Colts to make the playoffs was abjectly insane, because the Carson Wentz injury was inevitable. And some guys get hurt by fluky stuff. Some guys consistently put themselves in jeopardy. Like Carson Wentz, it's not like he's been a little unlucky, but he also never takes the I'll live to play another down approach. He's always throwing his body around there. He's always trying to extend the play. And some of these are his own doing. But if I'm a Colts fan, I'm angry at management. Frank Reich and Chris Ballard got to look in the mirror and say, did we see this coming? If the answer is no, why not? If the answer is yes, then why was our answer Jacob Eason? Forever in Indy, pre-Andrew Luck with Peyton Manning, they never cared about the backup quarterback position. And Bill Polian was asked about it once. Why don't you ever practice, use your backup quarterback at practice? And he said, because if Peyton gets hurt, we're bleeped, and we don't practice bleeped. That made sense because Peyton never missed a game ever until he missed that whole year late in his career. You knew Carson Wentz was brittle. You knew he was injury prone. And to not trade for Minshew, to not trade for Foles when he was writing love poems in the media to Frank Reich, like, oh, please come save me from Chicago, and to be like, nope, Jacob Eason, he's our plan. You could have beaten the Rams. It was a tie game when Eason went in that game. You could have beaten the Rams, much less compete for this time Wentz is inevitably going to miss. So I don't blame Carson Wentz for being Carson Wentz. I blame management for not recognizing who Carson Wentz is and having a legitimate backup playing Wilds.
So I buy your Gardner Minshew thing. Bring his jean shorts in there. It sort of gets a lot of attention, but I don't think that would affect Carson Wentz. Do you actually think they should have traded for Nick Foles? Don't you think that would be sort of the poison pill in the locker room?
Well, but so what? You know what's the poison pill in the locker room? Having an emotionally and physically fragile quarterback who now can't play.
That's it.
Like, I can't be.
He was sensitive to having someone behind him, and you've been saying that, Nick. Yes.
Yes, but you can't. Okay, so I can't be having Broussard. I can't be having my quarterback be an injury risk But we can't bring in a quality backup because it'll throw off. Listen, what did Carson Wentz do to earn all this? Because he was good for 13 games 4 years ago. God bless. So was Jared Goff. I mean, give me a break.
But
Nick,
yeah.
They knew it was a roll of the dice. They knew it was a roll of the dice, and they figured, let's try to reunite him with Frank Reich, under which he played those great 13 games, and maybe it'll work out. Nick, it would have been over before it started had they brought in Nick Foles. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And we just saw Aaron Rodgers be upset about them bringing in a backup, a rookie. So it happens. Tom Brady got Jimmy Garoppolo out of there with what, 5 Super Bowls
Those
to his
guys
name?
have
He
earned
still didn't want a
something.
backup out there.
All right, I'll shut up.
No
Sorry.
way. And Foles just hasn't been that
Go
good
ahead,
anyway,
Wiles.
other than the one run to the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't get it. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. You're supposed to, all right, we've got Jacob Eason because he's not that good, so you can't get Nick Foles. You can't get Cam, that means. You can't get Gardner Minshew. Cam said his aura would distract any team, never mind Carson Wentz. So I think the whole thing is odd. Anyways, my answer is Taylor time. Last 5 games of the season, Jonathan Taylor had 650 yards, 7 TDs. But like Broussard said, this banged-up offensive line, go Badgers, Jonathan Taylor's only got about 100 yards, 0 touchdowns. So we need that offensive line to get going. Give it to the old Badger, let him run wild, take a little pressure off the quarterback. Go Badgers.
I was going to. Time now for But First. Nick, you're up first. You're talking Monday Night Football.
Yeah, so the story ostensibly from Monday Night Football is Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense get back on track. But quietly is just as big of a story as when the Packers were the last team in the league to get a sack this season. They were into the 4th quarter last night before they recorded their first quarterback sack of the year. And, you know, kids out there, avert your eyes. But look at this vicious hit on Jared Goff. If you're going to finally get a sack, here's how you do it. Oh, no. So that goes down in the books as a sack, but we all know what that is. That's why they measure the hands at the combine, my friend. You know, some folks like big necks. Nobody likes small hands at their quarterback. And that's, listen, I'm not saying that, you know, Jared Goff's tiny hands cost the Lions the game. I'm simply saying he had 2 fumbles in critical spots in his tiny hands when it cost the Lions the game. But Green Bay, good job getting on the board with sacks. Next time, maybe you actually hit the quarterback to do it. But to start there, that's not great. That's not great.
Kevin Wildes, I know that we sometimes poke fun at your New England Patriots. All the gates.
Yeah.
Spygate, Deflategate, entrance gates. Not that last one so much. Do they bend the rules ever? I don't know. Do they skirt them? Also don't know. All we do know are the rumors that we hear. And when you hear one rumor, okay. When you hear 2 rumors, when you hear 300 rumors, now we start to listen. Well, we were listening last night when Peyton Manning offered up this during the Monday night game. He said, quote, every time I played against New England, I used to talk to my receivers in the shower. Don't talk about a play next to my locker because I know it's bugged. Now, Kevin Wildes, this isn't, as you put it, this isn't the Danny Ainge of the NFL. This is Peyton Manning. He speaks, we listen. You always tell us your team, your team. You obviously played for the Patriots. Is there any truth to this? Put it to bed right now. Tell me. I gotta know.
You know,
I must know.
I'm not going to comment on those allegations that Peyton Manning is sort of lobbing at the greatest football coach of all time. It is worth pointing out, though, if we're talking about sounds, that the Colts for years have been pumping in fake sounds into the RCA Dome because the crowd is not loud enough. So I don't know if we're going to talk about, you know, pumping in sound, listening devices. I feel like the Colts are the guilty party there, Jenna. Not New England, just for the record.
All right.
I'm not
Somehow we
I'm
have
a
pivoted
criminal,
and skirted.
but you're also a criminal. Okay, got it.
Right,
Got
right.
it. Okay.
Right.
I got here's a great story that'll warm your heart, Nick. Anthony Averett, backup cornerback, who started in Marcus Peters' spot, played great. Who was his assignment? Tyreek Hill. Held Tyreek Hill to 3 receptions, 14 yards. So guess what? His teammate, Deshaun Elliott, retweeted this highlight and put the simple caption, Clampington. Hey, it's a good job. But here's Tyreek Hill, who is not tagged in this at all, out there searching his own name, said, keep that same energy when we match up again. Tyreek Hill, you lost, buddy. It would actually be better for you if you said, you know what, Anthony, great job. I'm one of the greatest wide receivers in the history of the NFL, and you did a great job on me. But he didn't. He didn't. Keep that same energy.
No.
Which adds to the list of people that have to keep the same energy. Usain Bolt, who he thinks he can beat in a race. Antoine Winfield Jr., who gave him the deuces. And literally a high school kid who mossed him on the sidelines during the summer camp. So Tyreek Hill, happy for you. You guys are 1-1. If you play the Ravens, you'll probably meet him in the playoffs. You don't have him on the schedule. But just for the record, Nick, and I know you're a student of math, the last 20 Super Bowl losers, 10 didn't make the playoffs. I'm not saying that's going to happen to the Chiefs, but just keep the same energy when it comes to math.
Okay, that's fine. I will keep the same energy when it comes to math. I'm going to give you a simple math equation. 1 + 1 = 2. The corner plus the safety that was over the top on Tyreek the whole game is who was defending him. The idea that this guy was in one-on-one coverage the whole game is nonsense. I'm not crying about it. You're just misleading the audience. I didn't have to watch all 22.